Hello guys, welcome back again to another video. If you're new here, you're welcome. My name is Gbemi Olatunji. I film about lifestyle, med lab science, healthcare, and if you're interested in content like that, please definitely click the subscribe button. So today's video is an amazing one because I'm doing a collaboration with a nurse in the UK, and we're going to be talking about the similarities and differences of working in the hospital as a health worker in the UK and in Nigeria. A lot of you guys here are actually on my channel for my med lab videos. She's not a med lab scientist, she's actually a nurse, but we're looking at it like in the aspect of being a health worker. And as a health worker, if you're in the medical profession, you know that most of us from Nigeria, Africa, our pathway is usually the UK because UK is more friendly for our kind of profession. So we're going to be having that shortly. Thank you so much. I hope you watch to the end of the video, and I hope this video is informative. If you like the video, please don't forget to share the video, subscribe, like the video, and let's get the video going.
Love, yeah, I surround my soul with the positivity. That's why I don't worry about the things that I don't see. Yeah, these days I don't worry.
Thank you so much for accepting the invitation. I'm also a health worker, and then I know that a lot of health workers, we go to the UK to be precise. The purpose of this video is to know the working experience here in Nigeria and in UK, like the similarities or the differences. And so I actually have some questions that I wrote down. Then maybe if I did not touch any points at the end of the video, you can actually talk about it. So thank you once more for coming to the show.
You're welcome.
Can you tell us more about yourself?
My name is Opeyemi Godis. I'm a registered nurse and I work in the UK presently. I was working in Nigeria, but I work in the UK now. Okay. I'm also a YouTuber.
I want to know how long you worked in Nigeria before you moved to the UK.
Okay, so in total, I've been a nurse for roughly 11 years. Yeah.
Wow.
So 9 out of which was in Nigeria.
Oh.
9 out of 11 was in Nigeria. Yeah.
So how long have you been working now?
Almost 2 years now.
The question now is, what I know about Nigerian nurses, there's always these shifts: morning shift, afternoon shift, evening shift. So I want to know if it's like the same kind of thing also there in the UK.
The shift pattern here is actually very much different from what we have back home. Here we do basically 2 shifts, so half 7 to half 7, and then maybe half 7 to half 7 the following morning as well. Do you get? But it also depends on your specialty. So for instance, I'm a theater nurse. I work in a theater, so I don't. Now it depends. Even in theaters, it depends on your specialty as well. So yeah, because I just realized that for people who are in some specialties, even in theaters, they do the normal long shift, like 8 to 8 and then 8 to 8, 12 hours. Yeah. But I'm in orthopedics, trauma and orthopedics, and I do, so my shift is more of mix and match. I do 8 to 6, I do 8 to 7, I do 8 to half 5. So it's more like mix and match, but the goal here is you have to do 37.5 hours per week. In total, you're like working for 40 hours, but because they don't pay for breaks, so it's counted as 37.5 hours. So it depends on what I would say is it depends on the hospital, it depends on your specialty. Like people who work in GPs, like practice nurses, they do Mondays to Fridays and they do 8 to 6 or 8 to 7 or even half 9 to 7, half 9 to 6. It varies, trust me. Then if you work in the NHS and you work on the ward, so let's use that as a yardstick now. If you work in NHS and you work on the wards, you would most likely you run 12 hours shift.
So the next question is now patient attitude. Like I think in Nigeria we get a lot of angry patients. I don't know, but I think I've noticed that a lot, or a lot of stubborn patients. Maybe not a lot, but we get quite some patients who maybe do not want a particular procedure, they are resistant. So I want to know if it's also there, or it's just we Nigerians that have that kind of mentality to somehow be rude sometimes to our health workers.
You know what? I've come to realize with time and with experience that a sick person, someone who is sick, now the person may be sick physiologically, like it may not even be anything that has to do with mental illness. The person is just sick physiologically. Trust me, whoever is sick is mentally disturbed. patients in Nigeria and patients in the UK,
Yeah, the same.
they all are mentally disturbed. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Now the only difference now is the culture. So back home, we already have a culture of being angry towards one another. Even when you're not sick, people are generally angry in Nigeria. I'm Nigerian, and I grew up in Nigeria. I mean, I just relocated 2 years, not even, like a year and 8 months ago. So if you look at it from that context, it has nothing to do with patients abroad being nice or patients in Nigeria being nice.
They are not happy. Yeah. Everybody's thinking about one thing or the other. So
yes,
the leave period. I know here in Nigeria, I think we just have a month annual leave. Then I think there is I don't know. I think there's maternity leave, and I think that's the only two. Okay, there's also study leave. I don't really know much of, and sick leave. So I want to know if like similar the leave,
leaves and all that. Yeah. Yes, you get your annual leave, you get your maternity leave, you get sick leave if you're sick. You get few other types of leaves. But the thing is, like, okay, now for this discussion, we'll talk about NHS.
Yeah, okay.
Just for this discussion, because it varies across other facilities. So let's just say NHS, for instance, you get 262.50 hours, 262.5 hours per year. Leave is calculated in hours. So roughly that would be about 5 to 6 weeks annually per year. But that's inclusive of bank holidays. Like we say public holidays, but in the NHS, as you progress, I mean, relating to the number of years you end up spending in the NHS. So as you progress, your annual leave increases. So I have colleagues who have been in the NHS for 10 years, for 15 years, for 20 years, and they get to have like 8 weeks annual leave. So for maternity leave, you get 1 year for maternity leave in the UK. Now, for that 1 year, I think 6 months out of the 1 year will be fully paid. The next 3 months, you would get 50% of your pay, and then the last 3 months would be unpaid. But
Nigeria is how long? 6 months, right?
No, it's 3 months.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, it's 3 months in Nigeria, and it's also paid. You get paid too for those 3 months in Nigeria. So besides your maternity pay, besides your salary rather, which you'll be paid, you also get the statutory maternity pay from the government. So
availability of medical equipment, drugs, and stuff like that. You know, sometimes here in Nigeria where I work, we have to repeat gloves. Like, you know, we're trying to mice gloves. Gloves are not available. Face masks, you have to use them for like.
Tell me about that.
Yes, you have to like be careful when you want to remove the gloves. You know that you are going to use it again. Face masks, you might have to use it and stuff like that. So I want to know, is it just Nigeria or also in the UK?
It is just Nigeria. It is just Nigeria. Sometimes I'm at work and I'm using some of these PPEs and I'm like how did I get to this point that I can actually freely use PPEs without having to think about, we don't have gloves, we don't have aprons, or you tell patients to actually buy gloves. That's what we do back home.
Yes,
you literally tell patients to buy gloves, and then patients start ordering their PPEs as well. So they only give it to you when you want to attend to them.
That's true.
And like you have surplus. When it comes to PPEs, you have surplus. Like even in terms of equipment and gadgets as well, instruments, of course they have. Honestly, I'm not trying to hype them, but they have more than
the pay you get as a health worker here in Nigeria. The kind of living you can get while working in UK as a medical practitioner is higher. Is it higher than the standard of living you get while working as in Nigeria?
You're not going to become a multi-millionaire just by relocating to the UK. You earn probably a amount of pounds, and then they convert it and you're like, oh my god, you're so rich. No, you're not spending in Nigeria. You're spending the money here in the UK. You pay rent. I mean, tax is even something else that we don't want to talk about now. You have bills. So yes, with that salary, you would live decently and comfortably. You'll be able to afford a good car, to live in a nice house, to cater for your family with whatever you would earn in the UK. You'll be able to buy the basic things of life. Trust me, even if you have families back home, you'll be able to support your families back home.
I think that's like all the questions I have, like I could think of. So Like from your own
Yeah.
experience working in Nigeria and UK, can you say anything like the differences or similarities?
So I will talk about victimization, and I will talk about, say, respect. I'll talk about respect. If you don't like eye service, in Nigeria, your bosses, your matrons, your head of departments, they would most likely make life unbearable for you. If you're not the type that will come to work and stylishly kneel down, you know those kind of things, like say ma, sa,
This
keep saying ma,
this over.
If you're not that type of a person, you would have a tough time in Nigeria.
Or
I remember the last place where I worked. The last place where I worked before moving to the UK. Oh my goodness, because there was a particular matron that was on my case. She felt because I would never speak in Yoruba. I was always very professional at work.
Okay.
They thought I was very arrogant. I would always dress well. I wasn't the typical nurse in quote.
Yeah.
I was always, so imagine talking to your matron in English. They just felt I was being proud. Like coming to the UK, I even realized that I was even very respectful. If you don't gossip, you're proud. Exactly. Yeah. If you don't gossip, if you mind your business, you're proud. If they don't know about your personal life, you're proud.
That's true.
Yeah. So it doesn't happen here. In fact, they want you to mind your business. They also want to mind their business.
To be professional.
They want to be professional. They don't.
So, generally, how do you say life in UK?
Life is very good. There's no competition. That is, Gbemi, do you know since I relocated, I've had peace of mind. I'm not competing with anybody. Like, there's no competition. I'm not looking to buy the best set of dresses, the best set of shoes. I'm not looking at buying the best car in the market. I'm not looking at nobody is even looking at you in the first instance. Nobody's looking at you all are wearing the same thing. Abi, winter will come, all of you will dress in coat and winter jackets. How would you know the rich and the poor? Of course you will still know, but I'm saying
people don't really care that much.
They don't care. So there's no competition. I like the fact that the culture allows me to be myself, and I'm not trying to be better. I'm trying to be better than the other person, but not negatively. Do you get?
Yeah.
So, I think when we talked about salary, I'm not sure I mentioned about enhancements. I don't think I mentioned. Did I do that? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't talk about that. So now in this context, we're using the NHS. So if you work on weekends, if you work, say, on a Saturday, you get 40% extra. If you work on a Sunday, you get 60% extra.
Wow.
So if you work on nights as well, you earn more when you do Saturdays, Sundays, and night shifts. And then bank holidays as well. Public holidays, like we say in Nigeria.
Okay.
Yeah. So
thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much. It was such a short notice, and then you actually.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me, Gbemi. Thank you so much.
One day we'll do other collaborations, and probably I'll win too and stuff like that.
Definitely. And one day you'll be here too. We'll do it by our side.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Bye.
You're welcome. Yeah. See you later. Bye.
Bye.